introduce my guest. So, hello everyone, you're welcome, welcome to episode 3 of Risk to Reward series. Tonight, my guest is the CEO of Alara Studios. He's also the founder of Alara Imagery. He is a media entrepreneur, and tonight we're going to be discussing how to know the risk will be rewarding. Mr. Alara, I mean that's how I'm used to calling him. Um, Started off immediately after graduating from college. He started the photography business. How is he able to navigate through that, that detour when all his other, classmates or grad ones probably went for a 9 to 5 job? Now, it doesn't mean that a 9 to 5 job is not good. That's not what I'm saying. But some people have taken risk that ordinarily another person may be too scared to take. So tonight is going to be joining me on this risk to reward series so that we can discuss the behind the scene, that part that everybody do not get to hear about. How was he able to weather the storm? What were the stumbling blocks he faced? Was anyone against him? How was he able to navigate through? I don't want you to go anywhere. For the next 40 minutes, we're going to be discussing the behind the scene of how to know that the risk will be rewarding. Big shout out to everyone connected. I'm waiting for my guests to accept my request. Oh, Mr. Alara is already here. Shout out to you. You're welcome. Thank you so much for connecting and for being on time. I've known Mr. Alara for as long as I can remember, and I want to say this publicly that you are highly successful as a media entrepreneur. Most of the pictures, my portrait pictures and all those very nice pictures, my 40th birthday photo shoots, my baby's birthday, my husband's pictures are all shot by Alara. So in case you've been eyeing my pictures, this is the man that has been doing the great job. You can look for him on Instagram at alara.imagery. And if you can't find the handle, you can always Google ALARANIMI Studios, and of course, you see his handle below this stream. So, Mr. Alara, you're welcome. I see all the Inspiring Change Tribe members. You're all welcome. Thank you for powering this impactful meeting that is dedicated to changing life and inspiring change. This is episode 3 of this Risk to Reward series. And tonight we're going to be talking about how to know that the risk will be rewarding. So over to you, Mr. Alara. How on earth, after graduating from college, how on earth did you choose photography?
Okay. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone online. I want to say thank you for granting me this privilege to be live with you.
Yes.
I feel like a superstar right now.
You are a superstar. You are a superstar.
So, it's a real privilege, and I really don't take it for granted.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much, ma'am.
You're so welcome.
I also want to use this opportunity to thank you publicly that everyone, please help me thank this amazing mama. She has contributed a lot to my career.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
There's this popular audio online that they don't believe in us. God did. They don't believe in us. God did. And Sunmbo
You are a superstar. It takes another iron to sharpen another iron. You were already an iron. And I mean, just rubbing off you just sharpened everything. So thank you for not saying no to taking that risk. So tell us about it right away.
All right. Thank you so much. So I'll just dive straight into it. And I want to start with by saying this thing. Like, while it is important to know what you want, I think it is more important to know what you don't want.
It is more important to know what you don't want.
But it is important to know what you don't want.
Yes.
Oftentimes, probably you go out to shop for clothes, shoes, and there's something you have in mind.
Yes.
You can see other shoes, but they don't match what you have in mind. The ones you want, you don't really, you have not seen it, but you can identify it when you see it.
Yes.
But other ones that you have there,
they look appealing, but they may not necessarily be what you want.
You have a mental picture. Yeah, you have a mental picture of what you want. So it's easier for you to, it becomes easier for you to say no. Because you already know the things that you don't want. And yeah, and when I came straight out of NYSC, I remember before leaving NYSC, I'm still going to link a story to it.
Yes.
I remember the last Sunday at my state then where I was serving. I served in Zamfara State.
Wow.
And we had this kind of get together among core members, and
yes.
everyone was talking about what they plan to do and all of that.
Yes.
I don't know, but I just know that I was not going to do a salary job.
Wow. Right there as a copper, you just knew that no, you are not going to go write application to do a salary job.
I was not going to do a salary job. I don't know where it was coming from, but in my head,
you knew what you don't want.
Yeah, I already know that I'm not going to do a salary job. Even when people were asking about, in the Christian fellowship,
yes.
People were asking about how do you pay your tithe and all. The way I asked my question was as if, see, I'm not going to, my job is not going to be a kind of job whereby I will see
at the end,
like that.
Yeah.
That is going to be like a contract. So I asked that, okay, how do
contractors pay their tithes?
Yes. That was the way I asked my own question that way.
Wow.
Like, okay, I'm coming, like the salary, and I already know what my pay would be. I foresee like I would have multiple kind of pay.
Amen.
I might have a way.
So even before starting your business, you had this mind that you have not started anything. Wow. You just had it in mind that you just continue to foresee the future you want to see, and you were planning based on what you were seeing with your mind's eye to calculate how your future is going to be. That's on another level. Go ahead, sir.
Yes. So coming out of the NYSC.
Yeah.
I remember I was always at home. At first, I wanted to conform. Conform in the sense that
you wanted to bow into what everyone else was doing.
Yes, what everyone else was doing.
Because it was fast. The reward was faster.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I was submitting application and all of that. But excuse me. In the midst of all this, I remember there was a time I used to work for the Guardian newspapers.
Yes.
And I actually went there to continue my job there. Because
okay.
I was more like a freelance contractor. Like I look for adverts, get commission on adverts and all of that. So I wanted to continue on that route. Then I met with this friend of mine who, as at then, has already become a photographer. Wow. I was doing fine. And something just clicked in my head that I've actually been wanting to be a photographer.
Wow.
The kind of photography I want to do is not the one that is popular for everyone as at that time.
Yeah. It's not like the wait and get pictures at parties.
Exactly.
That was like the thing that was common at that time. You know, you go to parties, you cover events, you print it out, you sell it, 100 naira here and there.
100 naira. And I worried about that then, it was 70 naira.
Wow. Wow.
So when I met him, and I realized he was doing something I really
Love.
There was then he was shooting, and his pictures were being published in the Guardian newspapers then.
Oh,
That
wow.
looks like a more professional part.
Yeah.
So I took it upon myself that this is the person that's going to train me. I
Wow.
paid him. I remember part of the money I saved that I brought out back
from camp. Yes.
Was what I used in paying.
So your what do they call that? Alawi, your Alawi at NYSC was your first investment into this business that has now become huge. Wow. So you paid your friend to teach you how to take such kind of pictures that can be published on the dailies.
Yes.
Wow.
So because even at that time it was doing so well that there's this foreign press that used to hire him then anytime there is a crisis in the north.
Wow.
They fly into Borno, Kaduna.
That looks inviting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I said, yeah, this looks like this
what I want to do.
If they can fly a photographer,
Mm-hmm.
if they can fly a photographer, that means it's something that is worth pursuing.
Wow.
So
fantastic.
with all excitement, I jumped at it, paid him. Then the whole bubbles went off because at some point they're not giving me money from home.
Wow.
There's no support anywhere.
Wow.
You are all by yourself, and it was assumed that you are done with your schooling.
So you should be free to take care of yourself.
Yeah, you should look for something that will
bring in money fast.
And that went on for some time.
How long?
That I had to close to over a year.
Wow. So you left money to chase after fulfillment. Because I remember today I posted it on my Twitter that fulfillment is actually greater than money. While you're chasing fulfillment, money would follow, but most people miss it. They chase after money and say, whatever, let me just do whatever. And at the end of the day, they are burnt out, they're depressed. Yes, there is money, but there is no fulfillment. But you took the money you earned from your NYSC camp allowance and invested it into this business, although it wasn't paying you at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And everyone else thought, oh boy, you're already out of school now. You should be able to take care of yourself. You're a graduate, for crying out loud. How did you navigate that season? How did you navigate that season?
Okay, now let me quickly say this. I will go back to the opening quote that why it is important to know
what you don't.
It is more important
to know what you don't want.
I remember part of the offer that came my way was to work with the civil service, but I have never been a fan. There's nothing wrong with working with civil service, but I've never been a fan of working with civil service. I don't think I've never seen myself as a civil servant. I don't think I have a temperament for civil service, all of that. So, but you can, I think you can only make such decision when you have money and say, okay, you don't even have any.
You don't have any money, but you are making a choice, like like people who have arrived. That is faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. That is living a life of faith. You know what you want. You know what you don't want, but you have an idea of what you want. Every time you see what you don't want, you know that, no, this is not what I want. Then you wait for what you want, even though waiting was not palatable. And I'm sure people will be mocking you that time. Shako, like he's even bugain on top 0 naira.
During those periods, you always definitely look lazy.
During the waiting season, you look lazy to people.
Wow.
People
can't really see. They can't see it's not tangible.
Yeah, they can't see that you are growing roots downwards. So they mock what they can't see.
It's not tangible. So it would look like, see, don't mind him. He just doesn't want to be responsible and all of that. But the ultimate thing is for you to know in your mind that
Yes.
you're not lazy
Mm.
and that you are that what you are doing might not show up now, but by the time it will eventually show up,
it will be worth it. Amen.
Yeah.
That's a word for someone right there. What you're doing right now may not make sense to anyone. Your waiting season may look like you're lazy, and every other person may judge you based on what they can see, but they do not have an idea of the future God has promised to you, and they cannot see what you're waiting for. So with time, these things will come to reality and everyone will celebrate you the same way they're celebrating Mr. Alara today. I felt that word. That's a rema for someone. Thank you for saying that. I have seen Alara fly out of Nigeria to go shoot events in other countries. How did that come to be? Tell us about that greatness, And I know this is not recent. This is dated as far back as 4 years, right?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Okay. I think one of the things you should also know is that for whatever you are doing, there are diverse levels to it. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, there are diverse levels to it.
There are diverse levels to everything you're doing.
Everything, yes. So there are diverse levels to it. And I remember now. I'm going to bring my senior pastor into this.
Yes, go ahead.
I remember coming out like it was part of. In fact, he's actually the first person that said yes to my dream.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone needs one person to say yes to their dream.
He's the first person.
So Pastor David Adeoye believed in your dream. And I remember he's the first person you snapped with your camera. Your first camera.
Yes.
Wow. Everyone needs at least one person to believe in them.
Yes.
Wow.
I used to tell people around me, I said, if you want to be like a street sweeper, like you want to sweep the street,
yes,
and you cannot see any greatness inside that thing, just go and talk to my pastor.
He will show you greatness inside the list of things. Kabayataya. That's it.
So I remember talking to him, and he told me something. He says, "See, this thing you are trying to do, don't stay in Agege." I remember that was the line.
Yeah.
Don't stay in Agege. He said,
"Go out
to the highlands.
Go out to great places.
Don't stay within your vicinity."
And
because of that, one step I took after I started the photography thing was to realize that fine. Basically, I can do the basic thing, but I need exposure. I need my mind.
After you already knew the basics, you wanted more, more exposure.
Yes, I needed more exposure. So, and I felt like okay, there are people that are already doing this thing at a scale that is beyond
bigger.
What my mind can carry at the moment.
Yes.
But as a matter of time, if I should move in with them, my mind will adjust to
yes.
the size of their mind.
Pasataya Baba. That you needed someone who was doing it bigger than you so that it can expand your vision, it can expand your mind, your mindset. That's so powerful. I mean, there's someone out there now who needs this type of exposure. They know what they want. They're already doing it little by little. They just need to know that it is more profitable than what they are doing. And they need to see those who are doing it and move with them. Go ahead. What step did you now take?
So what I did was, there's this great farm called
Akara. He shot my wedding pictures, I remember. Yes.
So, and I spoke to him. Funny enough, the interesting thing about Akara was that when I was serving, I think, I don't know, a family member of his was actually my friend in service and was always talking great about this person.
Wow.
That there is this person that is their family that he left his job in the bank.
We were colleagues in the bank, actually. He left his banking job to pursue his passion for photography. So I know Akara is actually a great man.
Yeah. So that even from there, I was already motivated that for someone to abandon
Banking for photography.
yeah, it's a big deal.
It is.
So I spoke with him that I actually want to intern with him and all of that. Now, by the time, at this time I was talking about,
yes,
I think I was already like 2 years.
2 years into. Wow.
So.
Wow, with no visible pay, no tangible pay. 2 years. And you were still ready to intern. Wow.
With my NYC, with my professional certification.
Wow.
So, but I realized that you when you grow when you jump up, you come down. But when you grow up,
you stay up. So, when you jump up, you come down. But when you grow up, you stay up. That's it. You stay there.
So I realized that whatever I'm going through at that time is a part of my growing. It's a part of my beauty. So I wasn't saying it as a big thing that why should I be doing this? Because it will look like you that you are a graduate, you should not be. It's already to me. No, sorry, not to me at times I will feel like, am I not wasting my time? But when I remember the big picture, now, as at that time, I don't know, like I wasn't exposed to luxury events
before understudying Akara. You were not used to luxury events.
I wasn't used to.
And this was already 2 years after you started photography.
Yes.
You see, what shocks me is the fact that even 2 years after, some people will intern for 3 months. They'll go and do business card that they have started the business. They are not going to volunteer anywhere. They just German and just believe that they can do it, and they mess up things. But you, even after 2 years, you have known the basics, but you still went ahead to intern with a greater photographer for free.
Yeah.
And it's not like you had money.
No. Okay, funny enough, there were times I had to trek.
Wow.
There were times I had to trek distance. I mean, like then the office was at
Ilukweju, yes.
So if I'm leaving Agege, all I needed was to get a bus that would take me to Oshodi.
Then you trek the remaining. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow.
Not just
sacrifice.
There was a time I now moved in with my uncle that stays around where's that? Around Mushi.
Yeah,
around Mushi. For that one, there's no even transport at all.
You just trek from Mushi to Ilukweju. In search of your purpose.
Yes.
Because you want to know more.
I do it in the morning, I do it in the evening.
You trek 2 times a day.
2 times a day.
To the studio and back home.
Yes.
Wow. You really were in pursuit to moving towards greatness. I hope somebody is listening to this, because this generation kind of wants this fast food greatness. Nobody wants to pay the sacrifice. Nobody wants to, put something down to get everybody just wants fast. Meanwhile, the late gratification brings the reward. However, you have to pay some sacrifice. I mean, look at you trekking after 2 years of doing the business already. You can't pass as a startup because you have passed you have gone beyond startup. Now you know the rudiments, you know the basics. You just wanted more. And here you are, Oga, trekking to go learn. Trekking.com. Thank you. Somebody just posted that. Wow. I mean, it's humbling. Sometimes, in fact, most of the times on your road to success, it is humbling. You are going to take certain steps that will humble you. You're going to make certain decisions that you look back, maybe later on when you have become big, you'll be like, I don't know if you take that kind of step again. But as at that time, you would not even know that what you are doing is humbling. You just want what you want. There are no fast routes to greatness. You must pay the price. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Let me fly to I got the first job outside Nigeria.
Yes.
So this actually came as a result of that moving into going to intern. So there's this person that actually knew I interned with Akara.
Yes.
And all of that. So at that time, Akara had already left the country for Canada.
Yes.
And but I was still in touch with some of these guys. So the person just called me and said, hello, do you have a passport?
Wow.
I was like, passport. I said, okay, as we speak, I don't have.
But I can get one. That's it. That's it. You see how opportunities just show up. It shows up in places you never knew. But at the end of the day, you connect the dots backward and you know that that was God orchestrating your life's journey. You know, you said somebody during your NYSC, there was someone in your camp who was talking about Akara. When you finished from camp, you knew what you didn't want, but you know precisely what you wanted. So you went to learn photography and then decided to go learn about how to cover luxury event from Akara. And someone who knew you intend with Akara gave you an opportunity that changed the game.
Yes.
Go ahead, though.
And this wasn't once. This wasn't one. This was like there was even a time before COVID that I went up to 4 or 5 times in a year.
Wow, you were traveling abroad 4 or 5 times in a year. Alara Global. Thank you for posting that comment. Alara World Famous. That's it. How to know the risk will be rewarding is still the topic we're talking about. My guest is still Mr. Yemi Olaniyi, the CEO Alara Studios. Yes, please go ahead, Mr. Yemi.
Okay, now.
Please don't go anywhere. Mr. Lara is still here. And I'm loving this particular episode because it's telling us the behind the scene. Okay. Yes, go ahead. Well done, Mr. Lara. Well done. Well done, Mr. Lara. I see all your comments, everyone. Thank you for dropping the comments. Thank you so much. Go ahead, Brayemi.
Okay, so that's the opposite of courage is actually not cowardice, is conformity.
The opposite of courage is conformity.
Is not cowardice, but conformity. Yes, not cowardice. Because it's actually easier to conform. Like, okay, once you finish school, what's the next thing to do? Go and look for a job.
Yeah.
But the question you ask yourself is when you want to ask the deepest part of you, is that what you really
want?
If the answer is no, and you pick up something that is against your inner thought,
yes,
then you are trying to conform. And one thing with conformity is the result is predictable.
The result of conformity is predictable. You just get the same result every other person is getting.
Because all you need to do is to sample the first person that have done it.
And you get the result.
Okay, that is what
you replicate it.
That is what you are going to get. Yes, that's exactly what you're going to get. But once you can do something, you decide to do something new, even though the people around you can't wrap their
they can't grab it yet.
Your results
will be different. Yes. Your result will be unimaginable.
Yeah, your result is going to be unimaginable. Now, funny enough, despite the fact that I chose photography, I remember that I could have actually conformed. I could conform even in the line of photography because as at then, now I was never a fan of pretty 5x7 picture.
Yeah.
I was never a fan of it. In fact, even before I started photography, the people that were around me that were photographers, when I go to the house and I see the heap of
Pictures, printed pictures, yes.
And these are pictures of people that you never meet.
Yes, yes.
Don't get in your house. So in my head, I said no. Even as a photographer, I don't want to go this route.
Wow.
There was a time that when the people around me are beginning to accept the fact that okay, this guy, this is what he wanted, they decided to advise me again. Show me the printer. I said I'm not buying printer. This is not what I want to do.
Yeah.
Buy printer. I said no.
This is not what I want to do.
Yes.
You stood your ground.
You don't have to. Yeah. You don't have to. You don't have to understand. Don't worry. By the time it's fully done, you
will grab it.
Have the grasp of what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And at this time, I was talking about people do printing pictures a lot. See, if you come to my house, my office, anywhere, you will not find.
You cannot find one 5x7 printed picture. You never really did.
Yes, all the days I don't need it. I won't do it. So it is about just knowing your direction on time and be focused. Don't let anyone. Don't be easily blown away by popular opinions, popular trends.
Know what you don't want. Be focused on what you want, and don't be easily influenced by popular, decisions of others.
So then, I actually had there was a time in still part of when I just finished school.
Yeah.
We actually stayed, four people, like funny enough, the four of us finished from the same school.
Yeah.
We finished same year, and in the morning, like 5 a.m.
Yes.
The rest of my friends are already awake, trying to
get ready for work.
And there I'll be on the bed, and I'll feel like, God, is this what you want to do? Is this how your life is? You can getting serious with their life.
So at that time, it looks like you're not serious because you were not getting up at 5 a.m. You were not tying tie. You were carrying camera.
Yes.
Hey, I think that's a word for someone. What you're doing right now may not make sense to the general public. It may not look like the norm. It may not look like you're following after the pattern that you follow after. You may look like you're lazy right now because you're not doing what every other person is doing. But wait, your own results will soon start showing if you don't lose focus. So it's actually very easy for one to feel like, should I have a rethink? Should I have a rethink, or should I go and join them too? Am I not doing the wrong thing? So you have that moment. Someone in the comment section say, I had felt this way before. I mean, it's relatable. Anyone who takes such huge risk and a step that is different from what is common would at one point feel like, I hope I'm not missing it too. I hope this one that I'm doing. I hope they will not come and say, but we told you.
Yeah.
So when did you now start? When did you now start seeing the rewards? Apart from the fact that someone now invited you to come for a job outside the country, the visible, because I mean, you have been shooting all kinds of great people, celebrities. I've seen you shoot people, and the pictures have been on blogs. I've seen you shoot pictures of people that have made headlines. I mean, how does that make you feel? And what are the kind of comments that your friends, those who used to, you know what I mean? Now, those who used to feel like, is this guy okay? Are you not going to join us in this 9 to 5 something? What do they feel about you? What are the things they say now?
Okay, part of what I hear a lot, especially from some of my friends.
Yes.
That are in their paid employment is, that thing that you are doing, me too, I have it in mind. I have it in mind, but it's just that now I could actually relate with the fact that the person I actually have it in mind.
But they were just scared.
Yeah.
So they conformed.
They conform. They conform because it actually takes a lot of courage courage,
yes,
and ability to actually go through tough times. Like you know that this is tough time that you want to put your
so you must be resilient.
yes,
And be courageous.
Yes. So most of the time when they see when some of them talk to me and they're like, okay, I remember there was a time someone really just started up. Like, I saw your picture on this person's page. You have blown.
When you stay in line of purpose, you will blow now. What else? You will blow.
Now, the truth is, this didn't happen a year, 2 years, 3 years
after you started, yeah.
So there are some things that when you stay on your lane for a long time,
you start to see the result. When you stay focused on your lane for so long, certain success are bound to happen. It will happen, Sha.
Yes, they are bound to. They are just bound to happen. So as long as you are not distracted, you know, like
don't be distracted.
Ran away. You ran away. You went to do one thing and came back again.
You see, this thing you just said is one of the biggest problem of a lot of people. They start something, they are distracted by the grass that is greener on their neighbor's yard, and so they leave it and start to do what their neighbor is doing. When they see that that one is not working, they leave it again. So it's like you're investing in deep, you're just wasting resources, wasting time, wasting energy. But if you put all your resources, all your time, all your energy, and be focused on one route, you will get to the destination if you're on the right path. That's staying power. Thank you. Somebody said it. We need the staying power.
There's this popular example of a stone cutter that is eating the stone.
That's it. Yeah.
Now, if at the 100
heat
on that rock, the rock gets scattered into pieces. It wasn't the like that last one.
It wasn't the 100 hits that broke it. It was the consistency. The several hits.
There were times I feel like backing out.
Wow.
Let me first go and look for something else to do.
Wow.
There were days I cried.
Wow.
There were days I shed tears.
Wow.
That this wasn't just making any sense.
Wow.
This is not. There were times you even feel like, oh, I think this is not just for me.
Wow.
But I realized that if you're going to be successful at anything, there will be trying times.
If you're going to be successful at anything, there will be trying times.
There will be trying times.
Wow. There will. There will. So prepare for it.
Yes. But what would now even validate your success? What will show that you are successful is those trying times. Good times are just like they are the icing on the cake. It is the trying times that build you.
It's the trying times. It is in that trying season that we are built. Lebozataya bababa.
So it is not. You see, if you start something last week and this week you're already making millions, then we should investigate.
If you start something last week and you're making millions this week, we should investigate you. Actually, Rome is not built in a day. Rome is built daily. So it is the daily consistent investment into what you're doing that brings that amazing result. As we wrap up, Mr. Yemi, what advice do you have because ASU has been on strike, and I'm speaking for graduates and undergraduates in Nigeria. They've been on strike for a while now. Some of them have skills that they have learned. Some do not have any skill. They're just, the career people. What advice do you have for them? Or anyone who is skillful, but they still do not have anybody who is doing that kind of thing in their lineage. So they are scared. Like, hey, will I not bring shame to my family if I take this decision? What advice do you have for that young man, young woman out there?
Okay, now let me
advantages.
The advantage you have is that you are young.
Mm.
Now, when you are young, you have the higher tendency of taking more risk than someone who is old.
That's it. When you are young, you have that advantage. So take more risk.
Yes. Yeah, to take more risk. So, like, I want to assume that if I am at this age,
yes,
when I just finished my NYSC, by this time I might not be able to take such risks that I took some years
ago. Yes.
Yes. I might not be able to take such risks again. So, whichever way it is, now, the higher the risk, the higher the reward.
The higher the risk, the higher the reward.
The higher the reward. Now, there's also something I want to tell you. Don't be afraid as nobody has done it before.
Yeah.
Now, there's always this saying that if you are the first person doing something, like you are the initiator of a thing.
Yes, you are the pioneer.
You have a leverage of becoming the authority figure.
That's it. Yeah. So go and break ground so that other people would tread on it easily.
Let that
motivate you.
Now, let me balance it. There was a time I actually eventually got a job.
Okay.
But at that time, I actually don't need the job. Funny enough, it was even my boss, Akara, that encouraged me to go and do that.
To get the job.
Yes. No, it was not even like get it. Like the job was like
to go do the job.
Funny enough, it looks like it looks like it was with the marketing company.
Yeah.
Like another advertising company, right?
Okay.
So, and when I checked the pay, they wanted to pay me then. And I told Akara that, see, this is the job that I got, and this is the offer. The offer then doesn't make any sense. But guess what? He said, go and do it. I think you will learn business there. Now, the aim again for going to work at that place
was not to make money, but to gain knowledge.
Because at that time, my one photography gig can actually pay that salary. And I would even have leftovers. So, but he said, you know what? Go and learn. I think
business.
Now, if you had not
told you to do that, you won't see any reason to.
Yes, I won't see any reason.
So you see, in the multitude of counsel, there is safety. Yeah. I mean, you went to intern with him because you believe that he's an authority figure in that field. He was doing better than you. And you did not undermine his advice, even though you know that you didn't know why. But you still went ahead and realized that it was a good decision to follow the leading of, will I call your leader? Follow the instruction of your leader. No, it's true. Because some people just feel like they know it all. So they don't take instructions anymore. They feel, Oga, don't worry, I will do it my way. When I become successful, I'll come and teach you how to do it. You know, there are some people like that. They look at their bosses. No, they don't say it to their boss's face, but they say it behind. Like, Oga is slow. We know what's up. When we do it, we'll come and teach Oga how to do it. Meanwhile, I don't want to say the adage, so I don't say it wrongly. But there is something that says that where an elder is sitting, they can see farther than what a toddler will see, even if they climb the ladder. Have you climbed a tree? I don't want to say the adage. Yes, go ahead, please.
So that is singular advice actually helped me in just knowing that it was actually when I actually went for that job that I started feeling comfortable to talk about money.
Yeah.
Because people is one thing to be a creative, is another thing to be a business person.
You have to learn the business of a creative, the business side of being a creative.
Exactly. So from there, I actually learned. I learned about networking.
Wow.
Yeah, I learned about networking, the importance of networking
as a creative, the importance of networking as a creative.
Yeah. Yes.
So these are the things that brings the reward. Hey. So it's not just knowing how to do the work. That's not enough. Understanding the business of the work and networking.
Yeah. Now let me even say one of the major thing that actually led to my being level up, like why I was able to level up.
Yes.
Was the fact that I took a particular course on business, and it's running a business as a creative.
Wow.
Now, let me say this: the knowledge of that alone just changed everything. I've had a lot of relationship around me that was just lying there that I don't make use of a business and all of that. But by taking that course, I just realized that you don't even know what you are charging for. You don't know, like it just makes me understand that when you're doing this kind of business, this is what you should do. This is how you should charge. This is you are not charging for the photo book that you are delivering or the video that you are giving.
You have to know how to charge as a creative.
Yes.
Yeah, because the work is actually different. You know, if you are selling shoe, you know that you buy it at a price, you put your profit, you sell it at a price. But as a creative, it's your intellectual, you know, the way you interpret an image is the selling point. That's what you are selling, and it's unique to you. You are as a creative. That's the emotion. Now you are teaching us the business of photography. You know, I've told you this several times. I need to come and learn photography. I mean, it's something that I really love as a side passion. I take pictures a lot. Maybe one day I'll come and learn photography, and you will just take me as your what do you call people in my category? Senior intern. Yes, I love the fact that you said it's not only about knowing the work, but understanding the business of the work and networking. These are the things that also brings the reward or channel you in the path of receiving the reward. Mr. Lara, you've been amazing tonight. I don't even want us to end. I know that for those who watch the replay, there are several nuggets that you have dropped that will change their life and give them, you know, that little dose of courage to take the step in the right direction. And like you said, if they're young, this is the best time to take risk. How about those who are not young? Is it too late for them to take such risk?
Yeah. Now, it's not too late. It's not too late. But it's just that the threshold is higher.
It's higher, actually. You're right.
Someone who is, yeah. So, but nevertheless, I used to make this instance to some people, and I say, except you know you want to die next year, that is when you should stop trying. But you know that you expect to live long.
Yes.
Even if you are 50. Even if you are 50, still go for it.
Go ahead. No matter, it's never too late. You can still go for it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing tonight. Everyone is saying thank you to you in the comment section. This episode has actually been very inspiring and impactful. Thank you for coming live to share the behind the scene that nobody sees, but they just see the greatness that is ALARANIMI Studios. God bless you. My prayer for you is that you continue to go from glory to glory, from strength to strength, and God Almighty will continue to announce you all around the globe. God bless you. Thank you all so much. If you have been blessed by this Risk to Reward series, episode 3, with Mr. Yemi Olaniyi, CEO Alara Imagery, please share this with all your friends and family. Do have a pleasant evening. Thank you all so much for joining. Bye-bye.
Bye.